Hi, I'm Kimberly Henderson, one of your classmates from Southern Indiana, and I wanted to start my speech with a quote that I find pretty inspirational by a man named Paulo Coelho. I think that is how you pronounce his name. I probably should have looked up at the pronunciation, but it's from a book called The Alchemist, and I found it very inspiring in my life. It is, there is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. I've probably had a lot of defining moments in my life that have taken my life on many interesting changes and turns, but the one I wanted to talk about today is the time I was I think 23 years old. I had just broken up with my first serious boyfriend. I had really loved him, and I was kind of floundering a little bit in my life, wondering what I wanted to do next. Years before that, I had been out in Portland, Oregon, and I had really wanted to move out to the West Coast for quite some time and go to Birthing Way College of Midwifery, which is no longer exists, but was a midwifery school out in Portland, Oregon. So I had been thinking about that for a long time, but I had not yet got up the gumption to go and do it. So I had broken up with this boyfriend. I was still kind of seeing him from time to time because I was having a hard time letting go of that part of my life. And then the thing that happened that really gave me the push to move forward was I was in a big car accident where a tractor trailer came up and swiped up against my car and just crushed the whole side of my car. And something about that moment made me realize time is fleeting. We're not going to necessarily be here forever, and we should take those big chances and risks and let ourselves do the things we really are kind of afraid to do, but we really want to do. So I took the money that I got from that settlement. Instead of buying another vehicle, I went out to the West Coast. I immediately moved out to Portland, Oregon without much of a plan, honestly. I was supposed to have a place to live as a live-in nanny. That kind of fell through, but thankfully I had some money in the bank, so I was able to find a place pretty quickly, and it all turned out in the end, and I did end up going for 3 years to the midwifery college, and that has completely changed the course of my life. So I am glad that I gave it the opportunity I did, even though lots of people were like, "You are crazy. You don't know anybody out on the West Coast. You don't know anyone in Portland, Oregon. It's a huge city. You're from a tiny little rural town. What the hell are you doing?" But yeah, it changed my life. It changed the way I think about the world. It changed the way I do everything, honestly. And I got a great education at that school that really moved me in the direction I want to go in. So that's it. That was the big defining moment for me. Thanks.